Hello, Earth-tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy I Advance with your host, Blue Ankylo. Today, we shall explore the Earth Cave and see what dastardly foes await. We've heard of a vampire. One thing I decided just quickly to do is, seeing as our monk has really poor hit points this playthrough, he's not doing good, I'm going to move him behind the girl. He has a little bit more defense, but it's almost the same, you know, hardly anything noticeable. And she's got 100 more hit points than he does. So it's actually more likely that she'll survive. Because if what happened last episode happens again, Rosa would survive, rather than Sabin dying horribly. So it's just the luck of the draw, basically. And the hands of fate decided to strike down against the monk. So this time, we won't even have to mess around on the first floor. We've successfully explored it all. There's nothing left. We got all the treasure. All that's left would be just, you know, killing monsters for fun. And although that is great fun, we have things to do, places to go, people to see, vampires to kill. So there's the stairs, and we continue to be harassed by these ogres. I don't know if we've met ogre chiefs. Did you guys see ogre chiefs yet? They're just a little bit tougher than ogres. More defense and life and blah blah blah, but no big deal. You can fight them around Elfheim as well. Maybe not big groups of them, but you can see a couple. And they're pretty good for money, I believe. Something like 300 gil per kill, which is pretty good. So this is a very mazy floor. I'm not going to mess around too much, but you know, dead ends are everywhere. If you just sort of go this direction, you can get out of it pretty quickly. Or if you have the original game, or not the NES version anyway, if you bought it and came with the box and the manual, you'll have a nice little map and you can just follow it through. I suppose you could make your own map if you really wanted to nowadays. But I think we'll be okay. It's not really that bad. Look at all that money, wowzers. Oh look, a treasure room. Ugh, gargoyles. Why does it have to be so many of them? Come on, someone run away please. Pretty please. Not everyone go last. Alright, good job Cecil. And there's bats. You can talk to them. They go kiki, and they get in your way, because they're a pain in the butt. Spiders, lovely. It's a great place, this Earth Cavern. A coral sword, and a tent, and some money. Now there might have been another one of those tile fights. I tend to just run around the outside of those kind of places and try to avoid them as best I can, because too many of those Earth Elementals really can bring down your day. Look at that. Good job, Rosa. Killing a Minotaur. Oh, I guess I could show you the Coral Sword. So it's probably about as good as that Dragon Slayer and all those other ones. And it's good against aquatic foes. But by the time we get to a real aquatic kind of level, we'll have far better weapons. So no point, I don't think. That's another thing that's kind of improved. In the original game, the NES version again, oh man, these ambushes are just killing me. Anyway, in the original NES version, a lot of weapons, I believe, were supposed to have like the effective against properties, but I don't think it actually worked. Whether it was a bug of the code or they just, you know, they couldn't manage to get it to work on those little 8-bit systems. Maybe something like that happened anyway. And for whatever reason, I don't believe it actually works the way it's supposed to. The same thing as how I mentioned that intelligence makes you do more damage with spells in this version. The original one is kind of missing that kind of stuff. Whether it's a bug or not, I don't know. Ask the guys who programmed it. But anyway, it's better in this version for that kind of stuff. If you have a sword that's strong against mages, for instance, I believe it would count against these guys and you'd be doing extra damage. So, for instance, if you really want to specialize, you can... oops, wrong person. This is a good opportunity. Because everyone has taken a little bit of damage, Cure costs 3 MP, heal costs 10. So heal has to heal. It does about as much healing as a cure spell to one, except all 4. So if you can heal all 4 people for a decent amount, that's a slight efficiency boost, if you're real efficient. If you're not worried about that, then just use cure, whatever, no big deal. But if you can heal all 4 people, then it's slightly better. Right now, because Sabin's almost full health, it wouldn't make that. It wouldn't be that great. But again, we're only talking about like 2 MP difference here, so you know, I'm not going to worry about that much. The main use of heal is in big fights. No, that's dead end. You want to go down this way to get treasure. In big fights where everyone's taking group target spells and stuff, you'll want a way of doing more damage, or healing more of the damage quicker, so that's where heal spells are really, really useful. When you're at a menu, whatever, just take your time. Heck, you could use potions if you really want. They're not that expensive. Ooh, 4 hits from Cecil. He's a monster. Okay, 1 gold needle. I would not count on that 1 gold needle being enough to make it through this level. Wraiths. These guys are a little bit tougher than the old, well, the other versions of the undead we've run into. Well, nothing too scary, I guess, but they can do pretty heavy damage, I think. One thing that's different, I don't think I've mentioned it yet, things like the Pisco Demons, or the Wizards, whatever you want to call them. In the original game, you could not run away from them. There was no way to run. Actually, let's do that. These are all the easy undead. Anyway, so in the original game, there were some monsters that you could not run away from, period, no matter how hard you tried. In this version, I think that limitation is removed for the most part. You can't run from bosses and stuff, but anyway, a lot of the random encounters in the first game, you just couldn't run away from, so you had to be really careful. And those are another one of those things that if you're playing a solo game, could really mess up your day, because if you spend a lot of time running away when you only have 1 character, and when you run into a fight of stuff, a group of enemies you cannot run away from, you have to kill them, and that's tough. Here is a room full of bats. Isn't that lovely? Okay, cockatrice. Now, this is a small group, only 2. They come in much larger groups. I recommend running away from these things. Cockatrice can turn you to stone. Now, they're very weak. Vivi can kill them, and they drop gold needles, so that's nice. But their attack can randomly turn you to stone, which is not nice. So be careful. A little bit worried here. These earth elementals. Last time I ran into one, gave me some serious problems. Really don't want him to kill Rosa, because she's the one that can resurrect people. But I think we survived. Yep, we definitely did survive. So some money. Again, I probably could have dodged that guy if I walked up to the side. In the NES version, you couldn't have done that. I don't think there was... The maps are just slightly different than the original game. So that room was bigger in this version than it would have been in the NES one. Okay. Got to keep that health up just in case we run into something dangerous. Werewolves aren't that dangerous though. Although they do poison you. Alright. Can we escape, please? Thank you. Good job, Vivi. An antidote. Alright. What's in this big room? Oh, 1 step and attacked. Horrible. I kind of wish the game developers had changed it so you could always walk at least a few steps before you got a random encounter. I mean, it's just a random, you know, some random number of steps. Oh, I should have, this is not good. I should have used a spell or something. Because only 2 people, that's not good. But, you know, it's just some random number of steps after the last fight will be a random encounter. But, oh man, this is going horribly. Okay, time to kill him for sure. As long as we don't get paralyzed. Anyway, I'm trying to say, I would prefer these sorts of games if they had a random, say instead of between 1 and 20 steps, it was 5 and 20 steps. Just so you always got at least a little bit of progress. Because, you know, if you're going to have a fight right here, that's just horrible, not cool. Oh, look, a lovely little bat. He's blue. Let's talk to it. All things in this world are destined to end in death. The seal cannot be broken, and so the earth shall rot. Uh-oh, it's a scary bat. It's a vampire. You cannot alter destiny. Mere mortals cannot kill the undying. Big words. So, a boss fight, I guess. Okay, better go all out. We'll use a big fire spell. Oh no, he looked at us. Oh, okay, well, he's got a lot of defense, sure. Oh, but we'll just nuke him. Oh, look at that, 270. Oh, he's dead. Well, that was easy. Use Farraga. You obtained the Star Ruby! Hooray. Well, that's nice. I don't know what that vampire was talking about. Some seal or something. But he sure had a nice ruby in a chest. Wait, what's this? A stone slab? Evil? Well, how will we ever get past that? It appears we've hit a dead end, viewers. We destroyed the vampire, so, you know, maybe the town's okay. Someone said that the vampire was causing all the problems. The vampire was talking about some crazy undead stuff. Who knows what that means? Let's return to the village, and you know, we'll probably be cool. I'll cut the travel out again because backtracking, you know, what fun is that? So I'll see you back at Melmond. I'm sure things will be better. Oops, I forgot something. I'm on every time. I'm on the second floor of the Earth Cave. I'm just on my way out, and I forgot that there was a treasure room here that we never went to. And it's guarded by another one of these little pain in the butts. So essentially, basically, if you wanted to come to this treasure room, it's just sort of in the south. You head to the south, sort of near where the exit was. We'd skip by it without really noticing it. Whatever, it's not a big deal. If you don't remember to go to this room, no big deal. 500 bucks, a leather shield, and, oh, 5,000 gil. That's nice. But it's not a big deal. There's nothing terribly important. But essentially, I figured I'd show it on camera. There's a little treasure room there, just in the second floor, somewhere on the south, kind of southwest side of the room. Anyway, back in a minute. And welcome back, YouTubesters. Just travel all the way back from there. Nothing else was missed. We did get a level up, and I figured I'd show you just how horribly Sabin is doing. He got 6 hit points on that level up. Now the white mage is 140, almost higher than him. And Sissel is exactly twice as many hit points. So, not very good. Anyway, we're back at Melmond. Unfortunately, things don't look much better. The vampire is dead, yet the earth is still decaying. What's going on? Yeah, what is going on? You aren't the warriors of light, are you? Uh-oh. All this running around naked and stuff is finally getting to us. If the earth crystal... Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, we talked about that too. Okay. Yeah. Could something else? I wonder what else there could be. Well, there was that seal. No, we're probably not the Warriors of Light, unfortunately. Yeah. Oh, wait! Don't we have a nice ruby? It used to be beautiful. Well, I suppose we better try giving that giant the ruby. And maybe that will help us. So that's not too far of a walk. We can make it. It seems that the encounter rate on the overworld isn't too bad, at least. Inside those dungeons like the Marsh Cave and the Earth Cave, we've been having some pretty rough encounter rates, but up here I think we're okay. So, let's see. No, you didn't really miss anything on the walk back. I showed you guys the treasure room. Not a big deal if you didn't know where that is. If you don't go there, it's not going to end the game on you. Let's see, what else was I going to say? I told you about the level ups being horrible. I mean, okay, Sabin has more hit points than the Black Mage, but that's not saying much. Vivi's not supposed to have hit points. He's supposed to have magic points, and he can rain fire. I did like that vampire fight, though. That's usually what happens, is I cast Fire 3 on hit, and it just dies in one hit. Get away. Come on. There we go. Let's go talk to this big dude. You have Star Ruby? Give me Star Ruby, and I let you pass. Well, here you go, big dude. Chomps it down. Yum, yum, yum. Crunch, crunch, munch, munch. Nothing tastier than rubies. And he just walks off, across some boulders, straight into a wall. He's so strong, he walks through walls. Pretty cool. Uh-oh, some more ogres. Aren't we tired of fighting ogres yet? 3 hits, wow. Vivi's tough. He's good and crazy. Well, slow but steady is the white mage. Big hits. Actually, to be fair, the mages are doing okay damage with their little daggers and stuff, so can't complain really too much. A treasure room. A great axe. It's great. Some money. Some more money. And a mithril helmet. Okay, well that's probably an upgrade. Instead of a great helm, we'll have a mithril helm, which is just a titch better. A great axe. Well, 2 more damage. Why not? We might be back down to only 3 hits with Cecil for a bit. So let's just check quick. Oh no, still 4 hits. So that's an upgrade. If you're really being tricky, you can switch back and forth, because usually getting that extra hit multiplier is going to be better than 1 or 2 damage points. Although it sort of multiplies, so it's like more damage per hit. But you know, if the choice was 3 hits at 15 attack power versus 4 hits at 14 attack power, you know, you could do the math and figure out which one's better if you really wanted. And then as soon as you get a level up, you'd have to figure it out again, just in case he's got more accuracy. But we're not going to worry about that, so don't worry, viewers, that's not the way I play. Although I do try to run away from stinky fights that take too long. So, we've made it through the... I actually don't know what the name of that cave is, but the Giant's Cave, let's call it. And what's down here? Some shadows. Oh yes, these guys are so scary. The first time I ran into one, I told you guys to be afraid, right? Didn't I? Oh. Well, the light of the white holy magic will kill them instantly, so that's handy. Oh, a sage's cave with the nice indoor music. He's got lots of pots. Unfortunately, you can't break them or loot them or anything. And, oh, he's got a nice little place. He's got a fire furnace, you know, he's got a bed. So you are the ones who defeated the vampire, eh? Sad is actually from Canada, if you didn't know that. But he was only a servant. The beast corrupting the earth crystal lurks far deeper within the cavern. Here, take this staff with you, and use it behind the vampire's chamber. You obtain the earth rod. Well, thank you. We have the rod of earth. Oh, I never showed you guys the ruby, and it's already gone. Shucks. Well, we have a rod imbued with earth and nature. Hooray! So, now we have to backtrack all the way back to the earth cave to where the vampire was slain. So, I think I'll end this episode here then. We did pretty good. We made some solid progress. Defeated a vampire, got a rod, you know, all that. So hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you back in the next episode where we will finish off the Cavern of Earth. So thanks for watching again, and have a great day.